Oh God, thankfully we're finally over.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Okay. Ano masasabi nyo? Sige, mauna na kayo. May ginagawa rin ako eh. First 3 episodes.
First three episodes.
Okay.
Sige, ikaw muna da.
Wrong ear. Okay, I'm back. Okay, what did I miss?
Final words
Nothing.
before we end today.
It's stupid. Look, 3 episodes in and there's no character development. There's no character. Period. save for like a few NPCs that are not related to the story, like the conductor and the old lady. I mean, even the cat has like more character than the rest of the characters combined. He has a mission.
Have a mission. I am made of courage.
And the script is too simple. If this was intended for mature audiences, then why is it so kiddie? I don't know, man. I lost brain cells.
Yeah, same. I have. Oh my God.
People funded this? Jesus Christ.
People funded this. But to be fair, this was from Crunchyroll's pockets. I mean, they are free to spend it on whatever they want.
Yeah, but if this was intended as a kid show, mas bibigyan ko pa siya ng leniency.
May parental guidance disclaimer.
Oo, so it's not, di ba?
It's for mature audience.
Oh, it's for mature audiences. Pero kasi if it was targeted for kids, then I'd give it leniency.
But it's not. It's for mature audiences. Yeah.
Oh. So anong point of developing a series with such a very simplistic script, simplistic animation, and with a non-existent plot and zero character. Wala. Nagtapon lang ng pera basically yung yung Crunchyroll. Oo. I mean, this is like I don't know, M. Night Shyamalan Last Airbender level.
Well, I think that's going too far. Last Airbender, M. Night Shyamalan wasn't that. Well, I mean, it was bad, but it was not this level of bad.
Well, yeah, may plot naman ng Last Airbender. Okay. But it's bad. It's bad.
It's really bad.
It's really bad.
Yeah,
kasi I don't see the appeal. I don't see the appeal to mature audiences for this one. What? It's just you just made this to pander with
baiting. Yeah, the pandering, the queer baiting.
Oh, you just pandered to the LGBTQ community. Hindi ba pambabastos na yun? Parang kasi, oh look, we have LGBTQ characters here.
The token, we have representation,
di ba? I mean, if you're going to develop a mature series, then don't put the LGBTQ issues right on the nose. You imply it. You put it behind the back, a decent backstory.
Have it organically, tell itself.
Have it organically tie itself.
It's not even let me just. It's not even presented as an issue. I didn't get the impression that there were any discrimination on part of sexes, blah blah blah. It's like this wonderful utopia that everything is already there. No, like this. This is the kind of world you live in.
This is a very progressive
this is already a very
civilization
society. So it doesn't add anything to the political agenda if it's like that for me, no? Kasi what issues are we tackling now? Parang if you're gonna send a political message on a fictional setting where
there should be some form of some form of problem or issue na...
I mean, it's
so it's not
I mean, does it? I mean, I kind of disagree. Then it doesn't have. Sorry, go on. Sorry, I cut. I cut.
No. Yun nga. So in a way, if I mean, I'm just speculating. No, if their message is for if they're going with a message na people should be more accepting about these kinds of relationship, then they're kind of like doing it wrong because it will glance over everyone said like tulad noon, diba? Oh shit, they're married. Tapos. Nag-gets what I'm trying to say. If the results is already there.
I do get it. Yung the setting here is very utopian.
Yeah, yun na nga.
It's perfect.
Yeah,
so like what issues are you going to point out in a utopian setting?
Yep.
And I think everything here is already normal. So yun ba yung gusto mo i-point out na normal na yung sitwasyon dito?
This is the world where everything is completely progressive. Wala kang masyadong problema. No social discrimination whatsoever.
Exactly. Oo, diba? So like if you're going to offer a series that would tackle such political issues or such and such, then you somehow have to present it organically in a way na merong problema na i-resolve yung mga characters and merong quote-unquote moral lesson or something to learn from it.
And yun na nga. So
wala eh.
I think that's part of the reason why everything is so scatterbrained and wala siyang direction. Like there might have been a problem with the message they're trying to convey. Like
this is
dapat lahat
life,
inclusive, maybe dapat lahat inclusive, ganyan probably. And they failed to give one common objective dun sa show. Like what is everybody going for? Like okay, sige, yung nanay mo is a warrior. You want to be same as your mother, no warrior then? Because that's not technically how it went down. It feels like she's trying to chase her mother.
I mean, yeah. If we go from based on episode 1, kasi ang setup, ang introduction natin sa, I mean, our lenses are based on the two characters, Sage and
Rosemary. Yeah.
And what is even Sage's objective for going into the cabinet? Just to learn magic? Yan lang ba yun? That's it, right?
Yeah, pretty much. This is basically Hogwarts, eh. So she's learning magic and
she's the shy Hermione type.
Okay. But
diba? In pursuit of knowledge pero medyo shy type.
Yeah,
si Hermione kasi very
talented,
si Hermione kasi very very outspoken eh.
Yeah. In this case kasi we're seeing Sage having the difficulty being the I mean from the first 3 episodes it looks like her issues is kasi she grew up learning old magic and then it looks like everything dito sa Hogwarts school na to is based on new magic and her difficulty is adapting to learning new magic.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like if new magic is so predominantly used, why was her was it a family thing? Was it her family conservative? That's why they're still using old magic?
I mean, was it a rural and urban thing? The rural areas,
or is it an education? Or maybe it's an education thing. Maybe new magic is only learned sa urban area. Or is sa rural area, walang ganun?
Maybe new magic is literally new magic. So, hindi pa talaga siya widespread as we think?
I mean, we can't know because the show doesn't
doesn't tell eh. Wala yung wala yung tiny nuances that tell us.
I mean, the show is supposed to be show and tell, but there's neither showing nor telling.
Wala yung there are none of the tiny nuances that develop the world. That tell you about the setting.
And I mean,
exactly.
Even the villain is not ano yun? Okay, ano yung kalaban mo?
Wala.
Diba? Ano
wala eh.
Even yung hinulaan nating kalaban, technically hindi pala kalaban because I was really going for that
Siya
whole
pala yung token
Yung prof, you thought the prof was the final boss.
Yeah.
But no, she was the token trans character.
Diba? Tapos, oh my fucking god. Tapos meron pang isa yung I was actually hoping na yung satyr and the transgender idiot are working together to sabotage the academy. That would have been a great plot. Because yun yung nakuha kong impression nung when they said the dwarf with a tiny hammer to hammer o yung parang painting, then napunta siya sa trapdoor. Kind of felt like napapakuha sa kanya, and then bibigay niya sa satire, very secret something shit that would bring the academy down. Tapos the sword is also a part of that. Kukunin nung transgender idiot. I was already getting all those kinds of now we're getting somewhere. And then
go on. But Pandasal, you're giving too much credit to the show. You're assuming that the writers are competent enough to write something as good as that.
As someone watching it, diba? You would want to keep interested, diba? You want yourself to keep invested. Kasi pinapanood mo na diba?
Yeah.
I mean, ewan ko ako lang ba, but when I watch shows, siyempre I like to speculate on what's going to happen next, and then keeps me excited.
Yeah.
Say, shit, I was right. Oh shit.
Yeah, you have your expectations.
Diba? But I never have I felt sobrang disappointed that I completely just ignored everything.
Yeah, we even thought the old lady that poisoned the whole class had some other evil intention.
Diba?
Or even heck, I was even expecting the cat to have I have a mission and all that shit, and I thought he was going for one of the teachers or something.
Diba? Look, even
wala eh.
Even dialogue ng pusa, boy. I have a mission. What the fuck
I have a
is your
mission.
I have a mission. I have a mission.
What's your mission?
Why the fuck would you stab the fucking tree with the fucking staff?
It wasn't explained at all.
Why?
Well, to be fair, baka
my.
makita natin in the next episodes. Pero alam mo yun,
Baka nga.
Pag ito
sobrang
hindi na-explain sa susunod na episode,
We'll save that for next week. We'll save that for next.
Pag ito hindi pa na next episode, ayoko na. But that's a lot of whys coming from episode 1 to 3, and not even the usual I'm gonna watch the next episode just to find an answer kind of why. There are a lot of whys. Una, bakit scatterbrained yung warrior? Why is the warrior so scatterbrained? At tinuruan na siya ng nanay gumamit ng espada, and for some reason di pa rin siya marunong gumamit ng espada.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even implied nung tinuturuan siya that she was a complete blunder. It's like the whole dramatic scene of her mother teaching her how to wield the fucking sword is like parang, okay, I learned something from you. Then why am I an idiot?
I mean, you can be an idiot but skillful. Parang ganun ang perk.
Yeah, but she's
character.
neither.
You could be skillful with your
pero kasi
athleticism.
hindi niya hindi niya pinakita eh.
Yeah, I mean, the only time na nakita
tinuturuan siya ng nanay niya, tapos tanga pa rin siya.
Diba? Tsaka nung
with
the only
handling
time
the sword.
Nakita lang natin siya nag-wield na maayos na sword is that crazy
the training montage.
Yeah, the training montage video for like 30 seconds, and then after nun tanga na siya ulit. Ano yun?
Tanga.
Diba? Ano yun, boy? Tulig ka pag wala ka sa training montage video, tulig ka. Dapat training montage video na lang lagi pagawa sa'yo. No? Alright, okay, Rosemary, we're gonna narrate, and then hopefully you can kill this monster while we narrate your storyline or some shit.
We're going to have the whole boss fight a montage. We're going to make it a whole montage.
For you to defeat the goddamn thing. Okay, let's go. Don't get me even started with the voice acting. It was really bad.
The voice acting was bad. It was
let's break it down.
Bad.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's break it down by elements. Voice acting,
bad.
It's all over the place. There are some good voice acting, and then there's a whole lot of bad.
The extras in particular
are bad.
Like for example, Rosemary's parents, her uncle nga ba? Dad, whatever.
Dad?
I think it was her dad.
Dad.
And I assume it's her brother, yung isang guy.
Hello, Rosemary. We're really gonna miss you. Oh, I'm glad you're wearing the locket. Your mom would be so proud of you.
Would be. Mom is proud of you.
Wait, what?
voice acting are good, especially din sa flash, din sa dream sequence, and then we go to, and then the mom speaks up, and then like, it feels like the mom just wants to end herself.
Do you love being a guardian?
Yes, it is hard being apart from you, from my family, but my guardian vows are sacred.
And she's like, she sounds like she's tired of life and she just wants to die.
Even the scripting is bad. Like, even the lines are bad. Like, are you happy, ma'am? I'm not happy. But, I mean, parang after nung sinabi, tama ba yung nagpakaintindi ko? Nung sinabi niyang I'm not happy, sinabi niya masaya din siya na kasama ko ngayon but I have a duty. Does that even make sense?
To be honest, her whole dialogue is so inane, it just blew out of my mind
Kasi
at this point.
Akala ko, mali ba yung narinig ko? I am not happy.
Yes, it is hard being apart from you, from my family, but my guardian vows are sacred.
Yeah. I remember laughing at that.
Yeah, and then, but she mentioned something about spending time with her children, ganyan, but I have a duty or some shit like that. Could have been worded better. Like, you make me happy. Like, you're my daughter. You make me happy.
You make me happy.
But my duty compels me to do all this crazy shit. But it doesn't feel coherent nung sinabi niya. Like, I'm not happy. Parang galit ka sa trabaho mo, tapos na-realize mo, ay shit, kausap ko pala yung anak ko.
Yeah, kasi like, God. Well, that's true. And then
I don't know, man.
And then we have yung voice acting. I mean, Rosemary's voice acting, it's okay.
I can't even figure out kung lalaki siya o babae. Even the dwarf.
She's tomboyish.
Okay lang kasi medyo bata pa eh, like 9-10 years old. So alam mo yun, hindi pa naman fully developed yung feminine voice.
Okay, but what about
nung bata? Okay lang.
Unlike kay Sage na
unlike kay Sage na maybe she's she's
talaga.
from
Alright, well,
okay lang yun. Wala tayong problema
doon. And then we go to
It's
the other characters like yung the mom is bad. The extras are good. Like for example, the bus conductor. Oh, that was good voice acting.
Oh yeah, the bus conductor was good voice acting.
Most guardians can afford seats.
And then there's
There's grandma.
Grandma.
The
Grandma
grandma was good.
And then the orc, yung nalaglag dun sa tulay.
Makikita mo yung level of difference. I think those voice actors are professionals. Makikita mo na sa reaction pa lang natin on those parts, di ba? Like, okay. Diba? Okay siya eh. Like, ano mo na, I like this grandma. Because the voice acting carried yung character. And everything else was just stupid. Like, yung tumatakbong bata. Like, better na si Cartman na lang yung nagboses. Mas natuwa pa ako eh. There's something wrong with the fucking film.
Yeah, and then we go to some of the more notable side characters like the satyr. He sounded perpetually sleepy.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess that's his shtick.
No, they're going for the old blacksmith, bearded blacksmith character na, alam mo yun, like, parang Santa Claus yung dating, like,
yeah, parang Santa Claus.
Young man, you are a prodigy. But it sounded like parang nag-gargle siya ng Listerine, pero tumambay yung Listerine dun sa kumapit yung Listerine sa lalamunan niya, so ngayon paus na yung boses niya.
Oh, some of your names now. Raise your hands.
Wala ko naiintindihan, pre. Hammer. Training. Trial. Alam mo yun, boy? Wala ko naiintindihan sinabi niya, pre.
Yeah.
Look, I have never watched a show so bad that would make me look forward to writing scripts for my job.
It makes you appreciate your job more.
Yes. And that's one good thing about this show. It makes me appreciate my job. Thank God I had this job. Otherwise, I'd go crazy watching this shit.
We have the trans teacher. I'm like, his voice acting is like, it's like I don't know if it was the voice director. Diba during recording they always have the the director on standby.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if sinadya yun, like the director told him na, okay, you need to like sound like this, you like very like bored and
Look, a professional
like relax.
would pull that off. I mean, I'm sorry, pero yeah, relax, whatever. A professional would pull that off.
You need to sound more relaxed like this, and you know, you need to be like lethargic and all that.
Like you
to
forgot
make yourself sound like mysterious and all.
Like you're dehydrated for 2 weeks.
Like it's like wala kang kain for like 3 days already. Wala kang breakfast, lunch, dinner, kahit ano man.
You're like you're stuck in a gas chamber.
Ang tingin ko, the direction was right. Sige, this is your character, ganito dapat siya magsalita and all that shit. The direction was right, but nung ni-record na isang take lang, parang pwede na yan.
Pwede rin yun. And then they probably
Scatting, puta.
I don't know. Is that even I mean, is that even a professional voice? I don't know. I don't want to get into it so much, but it was bad. Like baka nga hindi pinaritig, baka nagtitipid sila, wala silang pambayad ng pang-revise. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, there are good voice. I mean, like we mentioned before, there are good voice acting
But
in the show.
The demon teacher was nice.
Day at this time, you will have 2 hours to work on a special skill. What skill?
I'll work on
is
your special
choice.
skills.
The demon teacher, yeah, and then, but they're mostly the secondary minor characters we're talking about, and
What about the main characters?
the main people, and then the main supporting characters, most of them sound really, really bad.
Oh god, this is what you get when you do when you don't hire.
Well, that's the voice acting. Okay, let's move on to animation. How would you guys judge the animation?
Gusto ko yung
based on
naghabol
the
yung
first
teacher,
episode?
parang hinabol niya yung camera, yun lang.
Oh yeah, good point. Oh god, that animation!
Yun lang, like
Bad, man.
That's like fourth wall breaking bad. Like, oh shit, late na ako sa part ko.
Para siyang naka-rollerblades, tapos hinabol lang niya, hi guys!
Or shit, or parang gusto ko makausap to estudyante na to, habulin ko nga saglit in a non-creepy way. Like, play cool.
You can even tell that it's so bad kasi yung walk cycle niya doesn't change when he speeds up and then he slows down to match the pace nung students niya. His walk cycle doesn't change.
Hindi man lang parang wait, I need to talk to you. Hinabol man lang na gano'n, just like walk.
They didn't even change. Yeah, they could just animate it faster yung paa to make it simulate na he's moving faster. And then animate the legs slower
alam mo yung naglaro ka ng game from a Hello Kitty slideshow game na this character suddenly pops up to give you a quest. Parang ganun eh. Hola.
It's like they're animating like yung paper animation sa class. Meron lang stick sa ilalim tapos you need to move fast.
Pumasok.
Tapos yung keyword lang niya na mabilis yun.
Or is that it's like that some Dora shit na biglang can you spot the map? Biglang lumabas yung map. Like in your face, lumabas yung map. If you two can't see the goddamn map in your fucking face, then you're not supposed to be in elementary, mame.
There were others like from episode 3, yung archer, two shots, and then but there's 3 arrows sticking on the cat's body. I'm like, oh.
The tiny hammer na ginawa niyang hook.
Oh yeah, that too. How that?
Walang logic.
There's no wedge.
There's no wedge. Paano siya
The
sasabit
tiny hammer doesn't have any wedge. Paano siya kumapit dun sa wall? Like literally how?
So fucking retarded. Everything is retarded. Wait lang sorry. Go ahead, continue your conversation, Jay.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm sure considering the mass and weight nung dwarf, I don't think masusuportahan nung maliit na hammer yung weight niyang yun.
Well, let's just we can always just make the assumption naman
Na obsidian yung hammer.
Well, or either that or the dwarf character. Her name is what was her name again?
Parsley.
Parsley. Uh, Parsley's character is, well, she's a dwarf, so we could like make the extrapolation that her grip strength is very very high, I guess.
I guess.
Like yeah, like
Or maybe, it's a magical place, so physics don't matter.
oh my god. There's no rhyme, no reason with enough that from that whole segment. And I mean, and also the bug things. Why do they all have to look like Paras from Pokemon? Or wait, no, Parasect pala. Why did they all look like Parasect from Pokemon? Oh my god, that's so hard. I mean, there were a lot of horrible animations. Like those were like the obvious ones that you even someone who doesn't know animation could spot. There were a lot more that I could see. Like there were a lot of things wrong with perspective. There were also a lot of things wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
more minor nuances.
I'd
Animation.
even criticize the art itself. Kasi recently, ganyan yung trend ng mga art ng ibang
yung
mga recent
Western animation.
Western animation.
yung
Malakal arts kind of
yung mala Steven Universe-ish.
Yeah, Steven Universe or
the new She-Ra, the
new She-Ra. Yeah, yung mga ganon.
The new yung something Thundercats, the new Thundercats.
Yeah, that. It's very it's very uninspired. It's flat. It's very tamad.
Yeah, I can
It feels like walang effort. There's a lack of effort done in the art. Kasi parang basta maitawid lang.
It looks flat kasi there's not a lot of highlights to give it depth, the feeling of depth of perception.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel round. Like for example, Parsley's face is just when they draw Parsley's face, Rosemary's pala. If they drew Rosemary's face and then they just color it a blank brown shade without any other shading, making the whole look super flat. I mean, I guess same with the other characters, pero you get what I mean.
Yeah.
That's why that would be the explanation why kung merong if someone will tune in sa podcast. That's how you make it look, three-dimensional round. Again, how to make it round. You give highlights and then shading to make it look round. Pero in this case, wala eh. It's just a flat coloration eh.
It's really flat. And kung titignan mo rin yung if you're going to judge the opening and ending credits and montage or song or whatever, it looks like something from Newgrounds. Yun nga yung isang comment ni Pandasal kanina. It looks like something from Newgrounds.
The animation someone came straight out from Newgrounds, if not Happy Tree Friends. Even Happy Tree Friends have a better animation than this.
It's, from what I've seen, it's very anime inspired. Yung I can like point out
it's
a
fine.
lot.
It's fine if it's anime inspired. If
it's anime inspired, like yung the shot sequences.
Yeah,
it's very anime. It's
the
very
reactions, the emotions, the emotions.
Like for example, yung opening part na Rosemary runs down the stairs, and then it only shows her feet running down the stairs. The very minimalistic look, that's very anime.
That's fine. Pero kasi the end product shows how uninspired or flat or how how lack of effort they put into it.
Yeah, I agree. If they could have used more of that creative directions animation that they used in their opening and ending sequences throughout the show, it could have been a lot more better animation-wise. But no, they settled down with yung mala Steven Universe, She-Ra animation.
Yeah, I don't know why that became a trend. Kasi parang yung trend na
Probably
yun,
because it's easy to animate.
oo, pang tamad.
Yeah.
It's a lazy effort.
Yeah, and I can see why then they use that that style kasi that look is very stylized eh. So for example, they're animating a dynamic motion na animation, or they're just simple motion sequence lang. Since the characters look very stylized, even if they up with the key with the key animation or the in between animation, and suddenly they look off model, it's fine because they're already very stylized. By default they already look off model. You get what I mean? So even if in motion they look if they just suddenly distort or whatever, it looks possible because it's very stylized. You won't see, I mean, your brain doesn't register what's a proper look nila of the characters because by
because
default
it's already broken in the first
it's broken
place.
in by default. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. It's bad. Kaya I don't watch these kinds of animated series, primarily because of the art. I really do not appreciate the art. I mean, I'm sorry to the artists or to the animators.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure they put some effort. Let's give them at least that.
yeah, but it's something that I do not, I personally do not appreciate kasi pantamad talaga yung itsura nung nung art nila.
Yeah, I agree. Especially since this is an animated series.
Yeah.
So primarily it's a more visually highly visual emphasized na media. Kasi animation eh. You're showcasing a visual media via animation. You're expressing things that can't be shown normally via yung standard live action media. And then this is the product that they're showing. This is the best that they can do. And yeah, no.
It might be a low budget series.
I guess, yeah. Like I said, they already blew most of their budget's opening and ending sequence. You can totally see it sa opening and ending sequence nila. They have better frame rate sa frame rate in their animation sa opening and ending sequence compared to the rest of the show.
Yep.
It really does. I guess it also doesn't help that they're not using stock footage, so I'll give them that. So every episode talaga it's a whole new set of a new set of animation. So yeah, I guess we can give them that for effort.
Well,
in terms of direction,
I'd have to counter that by saying na that's the animated parts are the only parts that they gave effort because yung mga backdrops are overused.
Oh, Gago.
The backgrounds are overused. I mean, like yung
drops are bland.
The school alone, the facade of the school alone, there were shots of the facade of the school that was like zoomed out, and then there were shots of the school that were like just zoomed in, parang just to show na oy nandito tayo sa school. Pero it's the same thing. It's the same art. Zoom in lang at kita pa yung pixelation because zoom in na siya.
Oh, that's bad.
That is very bad. That's just shitty art.
Yeah, there were also some their choices for their backgrounds is also all over the place. There are sequences in several episodes where the backdrop of the scene is crisp and clear, and then there are some sequences where it's washed out. It's totally washed out and blurred and everything. Like for example, there I think it was in episode 3. They showed when Sage was working on the potion thing. Yung room niya felt crisp and clean. And then on a different part of the episode, Rosemary was I think it was in episode 2. I think she was walking along the school hallways, the corridors, and then everything. It doesn't help that most of the color palette is sky blue, baby blue, and white. And then you wash all of those colors out, and then make it blurry, and then everything is like it's like someone just cummed all over the place and then use the smudge tool. It's just like one swab of dirty white because of the whole effect. Na winash out lang nila yung colors and then blurred everything.
Art
Contrast
aside,
between the two, and the contrast between the two scenes it's so night and day. Like you go from very crisp and clear visuals, and then to this washed out blurry backgrounds, and then suddenly you're like, what the fuck happened?
yeah, no.
I have a mission.
Yeah, no.
I have a mission. Oh, speaking of animation, we've touched upon yung lack of direction. To extend that, the lack of quality check for that direction. Like
That's true.
Like Anda mentioned it when we were watching episode 3. The satyr, the furnace was overflowing, and then there was a shot of the satyr looking at the workbench near the furnace, and then the camera goes back to its original shot, the shot before where it's showing parsley, and then you can see the furnace is overflowing again when in fact it was missing during the last shot. So it was overflowing, and then next shot it's not overflowing, and then the next shot it's overflowing again. There's a clear lack, like I said, there's a clear lack of direction, and by extension, quality check of that direction.
Yep.
It's like no one checked the frames, the sequences. If Japs were able to watch the first 3 episodes, if professional Japanese animators would see this, they'd throw a hissy fit.
I know.
For sure. They'd have a heart attack.
Okay, baka sabihin naman ng iba na we're just attacking the quality of the art. No, it's also the writing. It's
okay. Oh my god. Okay, is it finally time?
That their lines are stupid.
Is it time? Are we finally tackling the writing now?
yes.
Oh god, where do we begin?
Let's put the final nail on the coffin.
Okay, episode 1. Okay, let me pose a question. Episode 1. What makes a pilot good? What's important in a pilot episode?
It has to establish the setting and the at least yung overarching plot for the whole series.
Sa akin, I think it should give you a brief idea on where the show is going.
Yeah,
overarching plot. Yeah.
It should gave you an idea where it's going. Of course, syempre yung characters and everything else would...
setting
those are
characters,
mandatory.
overarching plot. Okay.
Those are mandatory naman. Even the elephant... sorry, even the dumbest guy in the room would be able to do that. Especially...
Wait. Hold on. What's the genre of the series ba?
Children!
Man children.
No, seriously. Kasi kasi ganito, if the genre of High Guardian Spies is indicated as or is marketed as slice of life, school life, slice of life, yada yada, then I guess somehow the pilot episode somehow delivered on that kind of genre.
Well,
somehow.
Well,
Pero kung hindi, if it's an adventure fantasy kind of thing, no.
Because they kind of established na may problema somewhere, di ba? The mother is missing, something about their mother. It was implied na the moment na nabanggit yung nanay, everyone just is sad or some That's already a
Yeah,
juice for,
that's all right. That's all right if you're going to present like one of the heroes or one of the protagonist's problems is like, oh, my mother is missing and all that shit. Yes, pwede mo siyang i-introduce in the first episode. But what else? That's it? You're going to school?
Yun na nga, di ba? I mean, would that still count as a slice of life?
I mean, yes, it would still count as as slice of life if like yung problema is mother issues lang or the loss of the mother or something like that. It's still slice of life kasi you're gonna tackle with what? Loss of a mother or you longing for a parent and guidance of a parent. That's fine, right? If it's if it is a slice of life series. So, ngayon, now we're seeing the first 3 episodes. Asaan yung anxiety, asaan yung self-esteem issues, if ever man, asaan yung nawawala yung context of Rosemary having to be sad at the sight of the lack of a mother. Most of the scenes kasi is depicted as Rosemary being an idiot and being happy as she could be, swinging her sword willy-nilly, not having a care in the world. And then the situation for depression or the situation for missing the parent only happens whenever the scene calls for it. Like a nightmare or like having to talk about the mother during what with a teacher. Doon lang siya nangyayari. So ano ba talagang nararamdaman ni Rosemary? Is she really happy deep down or secondary na lang ba yung yung paghanap niya sa nanay niya?
Okay, with that question posed by our mistress here, you guys mentioned the important parts of the pilot being the overarching plot, the setting, the characters. What was the other one that you guys mentioned?
Genre. What's the genre? I think in the first episode dun pa lang natin malalaman yung malalaman na natin yung genre of the series.
But that's unknown. Let me to answer Mistress's question. Another 2 more elements that I want to contribute to being the importance of the pilot episode is conflict and motivation.
Yes. Wholeheartedly.
And that would answer Mrs.'s question. That's all 4. How many points did we raise? 4, 5 points. All 5 points that we raised are missing from that pilot episode, or even the first 3 episodes. Let's be generous. From the first 3 episodes, we have not established we established a bit siguro for characters, and then a bit siguro for motivation, just a tiny bit. Pero
just
the rest,
a bit, yeah, kasi at least nag-glean yung motivation ni Rosemary when she had a conversation with her professor.
The
teacher, right? So that's a tiny bit of motivation. Yes. there's a tiny bit of motivation there. But then, okay, so your mother's gone. What else? That's it?
Exactly, kasi let's go with step by steps. From the third, let's be generous. Let's not just confine ourselves from the first episodes as a pilot. Let's encapsulate the first 3 episodes. The setting. Have we learned anything about the world of High Guardian Spice?
No. No, fuck. Let me answer this shit. No.
Okay.
Wala. Lahat ng inside jokes na alam mo silong nakakaintindi yung kausap niya.
Holy trillium. It's bigger than Hackberry Trout's head.
Yeah, like they were making jokes like bigger than some guy's head. I'm like,
diba? Even context. The gods that they preach.
Who's that guy? We don't know that guy.
Parang meron pa ata siyang sinabi na parang equivalent to oh my god, and then she mentioned some other deity. I don't know who the fuck that is. May binanggit siya like, holy fuck this god, right? Insert God's name here. Na hindi ko kilala. Who the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Like for example, if when they were still in Pebble, tama ba? Pebble yung hometown nila. If they were still in Pebble, if there was a scene showing the character with the big head, para magets natin na, and then let's say Sage being from a conservative family, let's say bago siya lumabas ng bahay, she prayed to this god, and then may konting meron siyang prayer na ginawa para to give us a context of what kind of deity siya.
Those tiny nuances that somehow tie together the whole setting.
Yeah.
Extremely
set up,
appreciated.
Basically, set up, payoff.
Yeah.
There's the setup.
I mean, I would even appreciate a very long exposition than just, wasting the 23 minutes.
23 minutes, yeah.
Watching the 4 characters do willy-nilly. I mean, 3 characters lang pala kasi hindi yung
time is missing most of the time.
Yeah, time is missing most of the time.
You
know each other? That's so cool. Time's my roommate.
Hush!
Oh god.
I mean, to be fair, I do appreciate Time missing most of the time because at least she
doesn't. One less character. Yeah.
That's one less character for us to rant about. So she's just doing her own business, and I also do appreciate the fact na parang Time is like based on Brooklyn 99's Rosa.
Diba?
That's true.
But less interesting. Sorry, sobrang bland. I mean, I really appreciate that they don't give her that much airtime. There's really not much to miss.
Yeah.
Can we give more airtime to the demon lady and the angry grandma? Mas okay ako doon. Let's give more airtime.
And the bus conductor.
And the bus conductor. Like more of that sassy bus conductor. Yun lang. Come on, guys. I mean, there are a lot of opportunities sa first episode na to even just explain or tell us who the f*** you're talking about. Like, seryoso, if they're going out on a journey, let's say, di ba, may send-off nga sila, di ba? May send-off sila. Why not pray to that God na binanggit mo sa school nung nakita mo yung mga music? Di ba? Mga ganong insert lang. Diba?
Yeah, exactly.
Lord of the Fairies, bless our children. Then just go, get out of my face. And then there's like, holy shit, Lord of the Fairies, look at all these beautiful crap. Ganon, di ba? Ganon lang. That would have been enough. God, Jesus Christ.
A simple setup to give context to the viewers what the fuck they're talking about.
Diba? And then all those inside jokes went over my head. Sabi ko, Ano sabi? Ano yun? Okay.
Wala na lang. It's just to establish that, our characters are quirky and funny.
Diba? And our characters has their own thing. Except that they have so much of their own thing. No one else understands what their own thing is. Even the viewers don't get it. Oh, so you have your own thing. Why the hell? What about us? What about us? Look, Michael Jackson singing in the background. What about us?
For setting, the only things that we got about the setting is it's very progressive.
Yeah, it's very progressive. It's a magical institution.
There's a concept. It's a magical world where we have a concept of old magic and new magic, and we don't even know the big differences aside from old magic has cost and rituals and stuff, whereas new magic is will give Edward Elric a heart attack.
Diba? And yun, isa pa yun. Wait, okay, sinabi mo, you presented the problem here and there, no? Nag-aaral ka, so you know old magic, like, ask for a prize, you lose mana, you sacrifice all these other ingredients just to make magic and shit. And then new magic doesn't have all that crap. Why?
I mean, sa akin, okay lang. Kasi it might be because like old magic is the foundation and then sinabi naman ng professor yun, old magic is the foundation of new magic. So new magic is somewhat the more modern, let's say like from coal-based electricity to nuclear fusion, nuclear reactor type of electricity, parang ganon. So but sa akin kasi the concept of magic in fantasy settings always have an equivalent cost,
which is what
mana, ether, or whatnot, your life.
Which is where I'm going to get at. How did it come to that?
They didn't show.
Diba? Kasi
they didn't show. They just spelled.
It could have been explained doon
sa
teacher part na this is our new magic. Dati ganito yung old magic. This is our new magic now. And this is why it came that way. That way, the mage in question, the character in question would have something to think about na bakit ganito yung new magic. Instead, kasama tayo ng character, nagtatanong din, bakit nga ba ganun yung new magic?
Bakit nga ba ganun yung new magic?
Bakit nga ba?
Diba? Yeah.
I mean, a bit of exposition would have sufficed.
Diba?
I mean, they did some exposition.
Ako
pero
pa gumawa nung tahi. Like, is it because you're using potions now?
Or is it because maybe some deity sacrificed his life force, so there's like ether all over or mana all over, and yun yung ine-expend natin?
You don't need internal energy anymore.
You don't need your life force anymore or something. Some shit.
That's also the weird. That's also the weird part. They keep telling about new magic this, new magic that, but they never shown in universe what old magic looks like and what new magic looks like. We only know what its effect, like for example.
Exactly.
The prof being trans was an result of new magic.
Or yung ginagawa
or yung magic nung cousin nila na lesbian, the spatial
the portal thingy. We want
yung result na there's a portal thingy there. Pero okay, if that's what new magic portal looks like, what does old magic portal looks like then? Parang give us give us something to latch on to, give us a tangible a tangible thing to see that
the differences
old and new magic.
Old and new magic,
They basically broke the golden rule of cinema. Show don't tell. They just tell not show.
Yeah. I mean, yung old magic ba, does it need like what? A stone, some potion or something?
Region,
I don't know, maybe
mana.
I'm going to assume na yung time na dun sa training montage that Sage was sitting down and had some candles in it. I'm gonna assume that's old magic.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the old magic, and then yung new magic, yung merong a circle with incantation.
Thing?
Yeah, yung circle thing nung nag-cast siya ng sleeping spell, yun na ba yung new magic?
Could that be new magic?
Could that be new magic? Or is it still old magic?
New old magic? Yun nga eh, we have no fucking idea. And then yun pa, let's go back to when who mentioned about there being no cost? Was it you, Mrs.?
Yeah. There was no cost. Yun yung sinabi the new magic has no cost.
Yeah, I mentioned that in I think it was episode 2. There being no cost is a shitty magic system. Then what's stopping everyone from just learning new magic and then waging warfare using just new magic?
Exactly.
isa pa yun.
Kasi what are the implications of having new magic na walang cost?
Yeah, then what use is archery, warrior skills if new magic is that good? If new magic is so not omnipotent, is so very powerful and comes at zero cost, well, minus just the learning part.
What happened to technological advances using new magic? I mean, we're seeing a tram that goes up the mountain, pero it's being pulled by
manpower.
By manpower. Bakit hindi magic?
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I also said in episode 1
we're also seeing trains.
Diba? I mentioned in episode 1. Wait, if this is fantasy, why is there techno stuff?
Diba?
I mean,
why are there slaves?
Okay lang, pero alam mo yun,
slaves?
hindi magic yung power niya. Bakit yung trains, pa rin, coal-powered pa rin, steam-powered pa rin?
And this is where, this is one of the glaring shits na napansin ko. That show has, the first 3 episodes has a lot of fucking inconsistencies with what they say and what is actually shown.
True.
Sobra.
Diba? We were already able to point out a lot of inconsistencies.
Diba?
Even the tiniest bits.
I mean, syempre, not going with whatever messaging they have. So they have orc slaves. Let's be honest, they have orc slaves.
They have orc slaves, yes.
But if you have magic that has no repercussions, why the fuck are you using orc slaves?
Why are we using orc slaves?
Why are we not using new magic to carry baggage?
Diba?
Why are we not using new magic to power trams?
Yeah.
Bakit nga ba? Bakit hindi?
Why don't they have like floating discs?
Why aren't their trains floating?
Where are my skyships? God damn it!
Diba? Instead, I have potions that give...
Where are my flying carriages and Tensor's floating discs?
Instead, what we have is like the exact opposite of the Goblet of Fire. It's a fucking talking well.
I mean, old magic has already self-propulsion system. I mean, pinakita sa episode 1, Sage can fly a broom.
Yeah.
What's stopping? I mean, like, what's stopping her from just flying all the way to what's the city they're in? Whatever.
Or what's stopping anyone from inventing, the same thing, but not with a broom, instead with a carriage?
Yeah, like for example, a magically powered carriage or magically powered something, whatever,
Rain,
anything.
Maybe, I guess, or anything.
I don't even know anymore.
It's like the first episode is just showing, ooh, look at our setting. It's so very vibrant, colorful, and quirky.
Tsaka, like what
Without
you guys
establishing, look at us trying to do organic, or not organic, environmental storytelling. And then we're like, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, eto lang guys, since medyo maubusan na ako ng memory, i-edit pa natin to. Baka i-release ko na rin to kasi nag-reaction na rin tayo. Gawin ko na lang
Yes.
support. Ayan. So, alam natin ang sagot nandyan. Abangan natin sa susunod na kabanata.
Okay.
Final verdict na lang siguro. For the first 3 episodes.
Partida, setting pa lang yung pinag-usapan natin. We haven't touched character, the overarching plot,
sa episode 4.
conflict and motivation. We haven't
Ilang
touched any
episodes
of
ba
those.
to? 12?
Jesus
12?
Christ.
And we're already like, what, a quarter into it?
Yeah, we're already 1/4 of it.
We're already 1/4 of it. And
they
there's
haven't
still
established
a lot of,
all 5 major things a pilot episode should have.
I'm under the impression that etong buong palabas na to is just a scatterbrained utopian SJW utopia. Like there's really no
A show by SJWs for SJWs.
Look, if you're going to advocate for SJW issues or LGBTQ issues in particular maybe, then don't show a utopian version of a setting.
I think that's what it is, like for these people to just go ahead and watch brainlessly and say, oh my god, I want that kind of life.
Kasi sobrang tokenistic nung dating. I mean, tignan mo na lang yung
kasi walang conflict eh.
Tignan mo yung trans professor, sinabi lang niya outright na, I used magic to change my gender and I take a potion, ganyan.
Every month, to maintain
Every
the
month.
spell.
So, sobrang so it's not on the nose, it is the nose. Ganun siya Ganun siya ka-blatant?
Wala, and there's also no subtlety in the whole thing. It's like, di ba, the prof was showing Rosemary this photo album. And then Rosemary was like, "Is this your sister?" "Oh, that's me." And then Rosemary was like, "You were a girl?" And then I'm like, if this is a setting where it's very progressive, why don't you know about the concept of trans being a thing?
Sobrang daming inconsistency. Sumasakit yung ulo.
Akala ko pa this is a very progressive civilization. Why are you not aware that about trans people?
Akin kasi okay lang na mag-include ka ng mga ganyang mga political issues or socio-political issues. That's fine. You can put it there. You have the liberty to incorporate that in your writing, in your creative work. Pero put it there organically.
Mistress, why they're not they're very tokenistic and very on the nose about it and with no conflict or resistance whatsoever. You know why?
Why?
Because this is their safe space.
Like I said, with socio-political issues, I would like to give credit where credit is due. Na sige, nandyan sila. Pero yun nga, put it in a way that sobrang na magiging palatable din to the mainstream audience. 'Di ba? Ako ang palagi kong binibigyan na example was yung mga lumang Marvel comics. Not yung yung today, yung mga lumang Marvel comics where it took like so many arcs or like it took so many issues before na-establish ng ibang characters na, oh hey, they're gay. Oh hey, I love this person. It literally required an exposition. It literally required some form of panels or scenes na meron talagang profound realization. Hindi yung tulad nung ngayon na bigla na lang nila may isip, oh hey, I'm gay. And then that's it? In one issue?
Yeah, that's it.
After you being like, partida na lang. Yung kay, I mean, we're already going off track by this example. Pero partida na lang yung kay Iceman. The younger Iceman says to the older Iceman na, hey, I'm gay. And then the older Iceman says, oh, maybe I'm gay too. Huh?
No kidding. Yeah, that really happened.
After having so many relationships with women? And
I guess I'm gay now.
Well, maybe na sobrang dami niya nakantut na babae. Gusto niya alam mo yun, makaranas na.
He would like to have a taste of.
Yeah. You're gonna believe your what 16, 17-year-old version na somehow nadaanan mo na sa buhay mo na naging 16, 17 years old ka and wala kang naging inclination of being gay nung time na yon. Tapos nung na-meet mo lang siya at sinabi niya I'm gay. Oh, maybe I guess I'm gay now.
Alright.
What?
So
anyway, it's the same thing here. Alam mo yon? When someone says I'm gay, okay, you're gay.
Alright.
I don't know.
Like I said, I mean, kasi the way this show was introduced to me, it's very SJW-ish. So parang ganun. And I was under the impression na, they're gonna tackle, like parang, at the very least man lang, I mean, I'm really missing yung part no, bigla ko na miss yung parang forcefully they're just gonna shove it in your face na parang, you should be inclusive. You should have gay relationship. Mga ganong klase ng forced SJW agenda. Na-miss ko na nga yun eh. Kasi dito nandun na nakalatag na sa'yo eh. We're gay.
Yep.
We're lesbians. This is gay. This is a transgender. This demon probably has a dick but still hot anyway. You know.
I mean, if they're going to like open people's eyes to LGBTQ issues, then have the professor be an example of like there's some sort of discrimination with some teachers. Like, oh my God, you're previously a girl.
I think ang nakaano dyan kasi, I don't know, it'll probably still be bad. But at least it's not this bad. Parang, at least there's something we can think about. Kasi ngayon talaga, wala eh. Like, there's students in a school with lots of progressive people.
Nagmumukha siyang slice of life na sobrang boring.
Yeah, like, and
na sobrang flat pala, not boring.
But I am thankful kay High Guardian Spice for giving me that I now love my job more than this shit.
Yeah. Hey.
That's
okay, kayo guys, final words,
thoughts.
I guess.
Final thoughts. I'm gonna wait for episode 4 and everything.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I mean, I have no hopes. No. I'm really just looking.
Ako naman, I've lowered my expectations already to like the lowest bar possible.
Yeah, ako din. And still managed to disappoint. I'm just looking forward for Angry Grandma and Demon Girl. Yun lang.
Yep.
That's all I want. I want my Angry Grandma.
Final thoughts. Okay, I'll go first. Okay, my final thoughts. Based on the first 3 episodes, I would have more enjoyment if I would switch gears and treat this as if I spot anything that's so bad and I'll laugh at it. If I treat it as that kind of comedy show where I'll just make fun of it by pointing out the bad stuff that's overly hilarious. That would give me more enjoyment of and appreciate the show. That way I won't kill myself from trying to endure and make sense of the show. Because oh my God, the whole 3 episodes lacked direction, they lacked focus, they lacked any semblance of meaning. Like for example, there are many there's one part of like for example in episode 1 they wasted like 5-8 minutes, almost half of the episode with that stupid yung mating ritual, whatever that was.
Oh my God!
For what kind of payoff? Just to show that it's my mom's picture. I'm like, oh my God, you could have done that any other way.
No. Show bird sex. No, you have to show the bird sex because animals' lives matter. Probably.
Anyway, but yeah, if we treat it like what I said, like just poke fun of it, that would be more bearable, would save you everyone's sanity.
Yeah, so I guess for ang first impressions namin for the first 3 episodes is that if you treat it like some shitty comedy show, it's nice.
Yeah, treat it like The Room.
It's nice. It's not even good, it's just nice.
Okay, that's Pandacel's take. What about you, Mistress? What's your take?
My take, it's slice of, like what I said kanina, it's slice of life, but it's totally flat. I mean, there's boring and then there's totally flat. This is just totally flat.
Well, like, flat in its face or just flat like a plank? I'll take that as both.
Both, yeah.
Alright, so thanks Jill for giving us disappointment. We'll continue to watch more of this disappointing animation sa susunod na episode ng Gago Podcast. And ayun lang.
Yeah.
Hindi mo na wala tayong maayos na exit. Wala rin maayos na exit yung putang ng palabas eh.
Let's just show the ending song once again.
Oh no, God, stop.
God, no.
No, I'll just do it after post credit scene. I'll do it on edit.
This journey beginning with you and with me. Together we find who and what we can be. Tears for sadness, for bubbles away, and let me know we got guardians. Friends for a lifetime, amazing adventures, finding who I am, you by my side, and then drinking hot cocoa, sharing our secrets, happy cause I'm with you. World filled with sadness, all alone, neath the stars. Then you reach out to me, we laugh until we cry. Friends for a lifetime, amazing adventures, finding who I am, you by my side, and then now and forever, the magical life.